Morning, everybody. Alex is going to make a statement and then we'll take a few questions.
Well, obviously not an announcement I wanted to make by any means. Yeah, I'm devastated, but I had to pull out due to hip injury, a little tear of the fiber cartilage that kind of is at the end or connects to the adductor. I felt a loud crack during the last 3 points of my match against Phils, and got a scan yesterday, and it confirmed that this was the injury, and with high risk of making it worse if I was to step on court. So, yeah.
Courtney?
Very sorry to hear that, Alex. What does it mean for, so this was a big moment in your career. You've also got another big moment in a month or so. What are we talking about in terms of the Olympics, etc.?
If I'm completely honest, I don't know. They haven't been able to tell me a definite recovery plan, because it's such a unique injury. It's based on pain a little. Right now, it can be anywhere from 3 to 6 weeks. It just depends on how quickly my body heals.
Hey Alex, sorry about all this. I think I know the answer to the question, given that you said this is based on pain. Was there any chance that you could that you could have done things that athletes do these days, taken painkillers and willed their way through or attempted it? Because I know we all know how desperately you probably wanted to play this match, or was this just an absolute no-brainer?
Well, it's no secret that at this stage of my career was the biggest match of my career, right? So wanted to do anything I could to play. I got the results yesterday. I knew what the results were yesterday, but I still wanted to wake up today hoping that I would feel some sort of miracle and not feel it whilst I'm walking, right? The problem with me going out and playing is that one stretch, one slide, one anything can make this injury go from 3 to 6 weeks to 4 months. So it was too much to risk.
Willie?
How would you describe what you've gone through physically and emotionally in the last 2 days?
Yeah, it's devastating. No way to beat around the bush. I've gone from, achieving. Well, I haven't really been able to enjoy what I've achieved this week, because I knew as soon as I felt that pop, I knew something bad had happened. So it's been 2 days of just worrying and just waiting to see what the results showed, and in the grand scheme of things, it could have been worse. So I'm trying to hold on to that.
Alex, we're all devastated for you. I'm really sorry to hear the news. You obviously watched your practice this morning. You mentioned you wanted to see if there was a miracle there. Did that confirm it for you when you stepped on the court, or did you know even before you got on the warm-up court?
I mean, I've been struggling to sleep the last couple of days. So I feel it walking, just hoping that I would wake up and feel it a little bit less, or feel it to a point where I can at least go on court. But again, I think it's almost disrespectful for me to not go on the court close to 100% against someone like Novak, because there's no point of me going out there if I'm not going out there to try and win.
Sorry to hear this, Alex, but have you had an injury like this before? Do you know what you're dealing with?
No, this is completely unique new injury that they've got very little research on. It's 4 years worth of research, therefore that's why they couldn't give me a approximate on recovery time. It's more just a little bit of hope, wait and see. So yeah, it's quite a unique injury that I'm hoping the pain goes down with a bit of rest, and then ultimately it's kind of working against the clock to get back as soon as possible.
Hi Alex, so sorry to hear the news. Can you pinpoint exactly where it is on your hip that you feel the pain?
Yeah, it's quite high up. It's almost where the adductor and the ab, the kind of insertion there. That's where I feel it. Yeah, it kind of happened when I slid out to a forehand, created a lot of force and heard that crack, which, yeah, knew it was never going to be something good.
Rob?
Have you had a chance to speak to Novak or his camp to reveal to this before the announcement today?
Yeah, my plan always from the start was, if I didn't feel great yesterday, so I knew I needed a miracle this morning, so that's why I wanted to make sure when I did warm up and I gave myself a chance, I warmed up as early as possible, so I knew as early as possible what my decision was going to be. So I didn't see Novak at the courts yet. I saw his manager, and I just let him know. But yeah, I haven't seen Novak yet.
Alex, sorry to hear about your injury. I know you said you haven't had much time to process what's gone on in the tournament so far in terms of positives. But just to ask you, what would you say have been the positives from the week in terms of your level?
Probably the positives is that I'm playing these tournaments and I'm in the deep end of them. It's probably what hurts so much more, knowing that I feel close, right? Closer than probably ever before. I feel like, I'm putting myself in these positions, and it's a shame that I can't go out there and play. So the positives is I make back-to-back quarterfinals at slams, and I'm getting to the deep end of these tournaments more frequently, and it's where I want to be.
Alex, very sorry to hear this. Is there anything to say about the quality of the courts with that slip? I think you answered this a bit yesterday, but just to continue on that. And also, do you have a message for your British fans who have really with your success, taking you under their wing as an honorary Brit this week?
Yeah, I think this injury, it's more of a freak injury. It's an excessive amount of force made to slide on a grass court. I only did this because at the time it was match point, right? So I just went for it for a slide that was probably a little bit more than normal. And it's something that, there was no signs of any fatigue, any problems beforehand. It's just, yeah, happened on a freak movement. To the British fans that have supported me, well, obviously extremely disappointed that I couldn't go out there and keep on competing. But yeah, I felt the love. I felt great playing in front of them. I felt like this has always been a very special place for me, and I'm hoping with the years to come, I've got more and more to show at this tournament, and you never know, hopefully go quite deep one year.
Alex, you talked about the 3 to 6 week timeline, how quickly your body recovers, but can you give us an idea of what you actually have to do to try to rehab the injury, try to get back faster? Like what will the process be from here?
Well, the body needs to naturally heal, so the tear needs to naturally heal. There's that process, and there's the process of rehabbing the area around it, and kind of, helping it be safe. It's an injury that is all based on pain, on my pain. So I've got to do exercises that don't irritate the area more, and it allows it to heal. So that's why it's kind of all up to myself and my body how quickly it heals. And in the past, similar injuries that maybe I've had with osteitis pubis, I've come back sooner than expected. So I'm hoping that's the case for this one as well.
Can I ask if you've spoken to Nick Kyrgios about his comeback? It sounds like he's getting closer, and what he's saying about it, and what your hopes are for his return to the tour.
Yeah, I've seen him hitting. I think, he looks like he's feeling a lot better. As far as I know, I think the US hardcourt is when he's planning to return. I don't know the exact specifics, but it'll all be depending on his injury and how he's feeling.
Great. We'll wrap it up there. Thank you.
Thank you.